something? We're gonna talk about the Kyrie Irving non-cocoa black women party and the white Jewish guy who gave his sperm in New York in upstate, and a bunch of sisters took that white Jewish man's sperm and made babies with it. Okay, now, all these sisters, now I agree that it was racist to have a party that's non-black women. Okay, I do agree with that. I think that you should have all types of women of all races, but that's not my place to tell Kyrie Irving that, because at the end of the day, he's a grown ass man. Now you're gonna say we came from a black woman. The American cocoa black woman is mixed. There ain't no pure Negro DNA in her ever since slavery happened. My mother is not a pure black woman. She's mixed with white and American. So what the fuck you talking about? She don't look like no doggone Lupita Nyong'o. But y'all want to promote the one drop rule because you feel that you take advantage of it and you gonna benefit from the one drop rule. I have never, and one of the rules no longer law, but the impact of it, I never got any benefits from the one drop rule. So can you please get that out of your fucking head that we gonna get a 40 acres in the mule or reparation check for having one drop of black blood? I never got one and never have received one, so shut the fuck up about that. And if I did, I still claim my mixed heritage. But point is, we're mixed race people. So we came from white people too, and they Americans. My fourth great grandmother is on my white side, on my mother's side. My mother's side, she was a black, white, American. Her fourth, not to be a third. Her third great grandmother was a white woman who was married to a mixed brother after slavery. Not only white master, male version. Okay, so we're mixed. We came from that mixture. We're not. I look in the mirror. I don't see Akon in my mirror, or I don't see Thompson New York in my mirror, even though he's mixed DNA too. Point is, we're mixed race people. So can y'all get in your head that we can go with any woman we can? I'm getting very tired of people telling us, brothers, what the fuck we supposed to go with? Oh, we was taught to hate black women. I don't think Emmett Till was taught that. And the brother was louder than me. God rest his soul. Okay? So shut the fuck up about that. I don't know who lied and told you that, but if Darren looked at the white woman back in the day, you got lynched. You got killed. Even Whistle at one. So don't sit here and say that bullshit. We taught to hate black women, but sisters were taught to hate us. That's since the William Lynch syndrome. When they put that sister on a plantation, besides her being raped, there was not always a rape case. Let's be real. Yes, we're going to tell you, call me a coon. It's the truth. A high yellow, a Bono brother told me this. He said, you know why the corporate American artists put the black woman in charge and the black men not always in charge? He said, but back in slavery days, they used to do that. The white man was in charge, second the white woman, then black woman, black man. Besides her, if you had to go talk to the master, you had to go to the black woman. Because besides that, she was in charge of you. She made sure you was emasculated. He told us back in 2000. He told me this. You saw this man, you think he white when you saw the kinky hair. He was a Bono brother. He told me this, old school brother. He said, because I never forget, on my third job at Jack in the Box, a caramel-skinned sister and a dark-skinned sister mistreated me. Even treat the high yellow brothers with long curly hair who can pass for Hispanic, like shit. Yes. So, there was a high yellow brother, you might think he's a Mexican man or Puerto Rican man, but he was a high yellow brother from Kansas or something in the Midwest. He didn't like them two bitches. And we all did not like them bitches. Even the sisters wanted to jump, the dark skinned sisters wanted to jump them bitches. And I wanted that sister to jump them bitches and beat them like shit, and I didn't care whatever happened. And even the white men who owned the Jack Box fired them bitches. And I'm glad he like Steve Wilkos, who's a bald head. I'm glad he had them blue eyes and looked straight in the eyes and treat them like shit, and they treat like us. When I cried, because the Mexican girl that was my friend, we were no longer friends because she was kissing they fucking ass. Them two doggone Sakata Aunt Mama bitches mistreated me. I wanted to beat their ass and take the hot grease. Or I never felt so disrespected in my fucking life. Yeah, by white racists and people and pochos and pochas. But within my own fucking ethnic group. I never disrespect y'all as from my own family, but when it come on the job, them and them sister told you, yeah, they'd kiss the white man ass. Cause both of the white males and the Hispanic males that was there was treated like gold. These two bitches, the camel skin and the dark chocolate weed wearing bitch, treated me like shit to this day. I saw her and I kind of, let it go because I didn't want to get arrested. And she got fired like the white woman fired her from the other job working as a manager. Baby, I'm glad. But yeah, they treat me like shit. I want to call them all type of bitches except the child of God. I cried. Had me embarrassed and treated. And y'all know when people treat me like that, I don't give a fuck about who the fuck you are. I'm going to kill your ass. If it was legal to do it. I said it was legal to do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. So, when I told my friend that, who was an older school brother, he told me, he said, I worked covering this sister was mean to us. And this what happens like in slavery days. They made the sisters, besides, she was sleeping with the master willfully. So, of course, she was treated like gold compared to the brother. Okay? And she was taught to treat him like trash. Treat and emasculate him to the point that he felt weak about who he was. That's what we have to go through as brothers in the United States. And that's why some of us do not choose to marry sisters from here. It's like marrying a white racist Nazi chick. Like I said, I'm going to be about the black yellow brother I came out of the Trump rally. I used to say this, I would never marry a white woman from here, especially from the South. I married one from Europe who have a different perspective because I don't have to deal with that racist bullshit. Because you got some of these white women who marry brothers and they want to call us all type of niggas too. We got to put them in their place as well. Okay? So, yeah, we do. Okay? And we got their DNA in them besides African and American. Okay? So that's why. Okay? So we got to deal. We got all these strikes against us. So Kyrie Irving had the non-black woman party. And it was racist. But let's find this back in my day. There's a sister who's an actress, and her father is was one of the politicians here, and she's married to a white Italian man. My family knows this family, and the funny part is the stepmother of they friends with the family, and whenever time this actress will come visit the family with her white husband, I wanted to meet her, not only because there was mixed heritage and everything else, but I wanted to meet her because I wanted to become a star. I've been starstruck since I was a child. I flunked the first grade to my second love Whitney Houston, okay? How Will I Know was one of the songs I would not do my homework because I'm going to be singing with Whitney Houston, okay? So, I wanted to meet her. I wanted a career pack. And this is, like I said, Latinos, not all Latinos, but many Latinos are family oriented to the point they would help each other out. Even if they already help each other out. And in our descendant, they want to hurt us. That's why we don't want to get together as a people. That's why we're trying to move up. We're not trying to move down. We got folks in our community who claim to be the pro-blacks of the community who ain't the fucking the anti-blacks, trying to tell us to stay at the bottom because they want to be crab and barrel and free at the same time. Choose one of the two. Don't be the both. So what happened is every time my grandmother and my aunt who know these people would not let me go to visit this woman. And one time they had a baby shower or something, and it was a bunch of sisters. And the only man there was the white, unless her father was there, but the white man was there. I could not go near this woman. They would not let me go. They would let me visit this woman to go so she can help me and help me in my career. So I can become a famous. So I would not be living in the ghetto like I'm in right now. That's why I don't take none of these folks seriously, because they brought me in this situation, not myself. I tried to get it out. Every time she got there, they wanted to discourage me. So that's the reason why. So I cannot get mad with this party because there's many sisters who will have a non-black male party and have a bunch of white men and try to kiss these white men's behind. They treat white men, when every time, y'all know this, when a white man would come visit the house, y'all know he was treated like they was one of the part of the family, and you was treated like shit by your own mama and your grandmother and your aunt. That's why. And you want to know why we don't have respect for these women. Because they put us where they put us in the world of turmoil and mistreat us and want us to be in turmoil and try to teach religion into it. That's why some of our people, like my dad, is a fucking atheist. So that's the reason why, okay? Alright, they did the white racist man a good favor when they did this. And still, you try to tell them that they still want to pursue undoing it instead of trying to stop doing it. I didn't say all sisters. You have sisters who are against this. And I'm not saying that they don't exist. We have those who are mainstream who want to portray this kind of anti mama to their kids, and especially the male child. So that's why that some of us chose not to go with sisters, and if we do go with sisters, they out the country. They like the Caribbean or Africa because they have a different persona. They treat their men like kings in those places. These sisters treat them men like slaves here, and that's the reason why we have very picky. We choose to go to Brazil and other places. We don't want to be around nobody who will treat us like shit. Okay, and then when white extreme feminism came in play, they took a lot of information from the white racist Nazi extreme feminism bitches. Now I'm not saying feminism is wrong, but the extreme part where it's female superiority and male superiority, that's the ones I do not like. Instead of us, well, I treat you respect as a woman, you treat me respect, as a man, that type of thing. No, it's treat me like I'm goddess and you are the slave. And I refuse to be in that situation. So fellow men, that's why I probably have a lot of male audience than the female audience, which is very shocking because I'm very feminine. A lot of men do not like me. Okay, that's the reason why. They don't have respect for the male, and they forget it's talking about us coming from a woman. It was a male's rib that caused their asses to be here. Sorry to go biblical in there and bring the word asses in there, but it's true. The male came first. The male was put on the top, and then the female came later with our rib. And it wasn't for a male sperm. They asked we're not able to have kids. Yeah, they would carry it for 9 months, but they need our sperm to do that. They're not the Virgin Mary carrying Jesus, right? All right. So come on, let's be real. So that's the reason why. So we have to deal with the situation here. And that's the reason why there's some, like Kyrie Irving, have this mentality. It's not that we think all sisters are disrespectful, because I remember I went to an integrated school and I had to deal with bitches who happen to be white or Hispanic and tell them off as well. Remember, I have no chill with enemies of any color, of any gender. I don't love my enemies. Being mistreated from as a child to now 30, almost 4 years old, I have no love for my enemies. All the time I start loving my enemies if they truly are in contrition of sorry for what they did and repent of what they did. I'm not God, but God is the same thing. I cannot commit sin and ask for forgiveness and think that I'm going to heaven when love is not. And when you not say, Lord, don't go to heaven. Okay, so I know I'm not doing right either, but it's between me and God alone, and I prefer Him alone to handle that situation, not a human being who's just crooked up in the head like I am. All right, you worry about their own sins, not worry about mine. But if they say interfere in mine, I'm going to say something about it. Okay, what I do in my own personal life got nothing to do with their asses. So that's the reason why. You get my point? I'm accountable for my own actions, not them. So mind your business. So point is, so that's the reason why I can't get upset. When I saw that situation as a teenager, I said, wait, I can't go visit this woman. I'm trying to get my career on. I'm not worried about her husband being white. And they already knew that I considered myself mixed at the time. Why would I have a problem with that? You know what I'm saying? And you want to take me away from, okay, so you're trying to stop me from not being rich and famous. You don't want to see me being on my own and independent. You want me to be codependent on y'all asses, that's what I'm saying in my head, so you can run me through the ground and feel pleasurable about it and saying you're helping somebody. See, one thing in our community since slavery, we was always taught to be dehumanized as a helpful situation. No, the fuck it ain't. You don't put help, love, and hurt, and pain, and mistreatment on the same pot. That is a contradiction on its own. That's what these people are doing in our community. And whoever these cooning, buffooning brothers who savage just like these savage Sakata and mama bitches, these savage brutes who defend their asses, I have no chill for them. When a white man knocks them in the head, I don't have no love for these brothers because they want to do the same shit to me. Like the brother, that dark-skinned brother, and those stupid bitch that had black Hispanic chick that came and almost ran me over, and I want to get a gun, shoot both of their asses, what they did, try to fight me for somebody that I did not do wrong. Yeah, me and that girl was friends, but we never had sex, kiss, or ever. I never attempt to do that bullshit because I don't date hood rat bitches. she got kids and pregnant again, I heard, by this stupid ass thug. If someone was shot in the face by the police officer, kudos to the police officer because they're making us look terrible. Okay? He gonna instead of talk to me like an adult, he gonna act before. If I had open carry, the brother would have been shot from that Cadillac, and so would the bitch would have been too. It would have been both a double mother that day. And I would not get in trouble because by Texas law, it been stand ground law. But since I live in public housing, I can't do that. Okay? But Texas ground stand ground law, George Zimmerman did it. So therefore, no, I'm not going on his side, I'm on Trayvon's side. Don't get it twisted. But I enforce stand ground law from crazy ass fools. You get my point? So they feel being destructive is helpful. Because we was always taught that we're not human beings. When you dehumanize somebody, that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they're defending that bitch in Louisiana and all this other shit. They feel that being dehumanized is helpful to us. But if you look like a white man, blonde, blue eye, like Ken and Barbie, you get treated like respect. You get treated very respectful manner. You treated like a human being. That's what they're doing. So when Kyrie Irving said no sisters at the party, I'm upset what he did, but I can't upset when I saw sisters now invite brothers to a party and a bunch of white men was around. And white women men around, oh, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? Yes, how you doing? That shit. Oh, well, so, like this bitch at my job that I'm about to help get fired. Yes, all of us, the sisters and everybody trying to get this bitch fired. The one to the Creole sister who's Cam with the curly hair, we trying to get the bitch fired and tell the secret, but hope she don't watch this video. We're trying to get her fired because she disrespectful to the sister who's in charge, and she's disrespectful to everybody. And I went off on that bitch. She don't know how psychotic I can be. The psychotic brute too. Yes, I have African, European, and American all together, and I don't let that one drop bullshit run my fucking life. And I will have the African savage, the Native American savage, and the white redneck savage come out of my ass, out of my DNA. If you think that it's not in my DNA, don't let the camera skin fool you, bitch. And I will mistreat you like you're not human, like you're doing me. And I will do that. Trust me. And you will be hurting and crying. Because the reason why I would do that is to let you know, don't come with me with that shit. I don't wear a sign asking for disrespect. That's why. So, the reason why that this happened is because sisters did it all the time. They would not want to invite brothers to a party, but a bunch of white men in there, and I saw this growing up. When I saw that happening, I said, okay, you can't get mad. You see me with white women in the side, but yeah, you treat a white man respect. You sleep with white men, in, you know what I'm saying, in corporate America behind our backs. Yes, when Tyler Perry did the Family Praise, there was no doggone new thing. That been going on for centuries. Okay? And that's what happened. And I'm glad that your light-skinned brother punched Saddam Latham in the doggone movie. And he sure did a damn fucking good job and made a big bruise on her when she slept with doggone Cunningham. And I wish the white woman beat her ass that day too. And Tasha P. Henson would have beat her sister ass too. Baby, if I was directed that dog, it would go. Everybody beat, and the mama. Even though I don't condone that type of situation. Because that was wrong for her to sleep with that. Oh, that was racist. There wasn't a race involved in the racism involved. Anyway, but sleep with that man, period. And not because he was white. That's not your damn fucking husband. You got a husband at home. You got a dick at home. Stay with the dick at home. Don't go to someone else and sleep with else's doggone man. Because you thought that he going to leave his white wife and then marry your ass. And I'm glad afterwards said that's not going to happen. And she was crying at the parking lot. I laughed. I swear, if I was director, I would have got that light-skinned brother that was her husband, got all her clothes in the car that he bought for her, and burnt it and kicked her out the doggone house. And kicked the son out like Terrence Howard did in the movie Hustle and Flow, because that was his child. That was Cunningham's child. And I'm glad they showed it because they show how mixed we are. They can happen, okay? When it was Cunningham, yep. So, but you know, I watched the Tyler Perry movie. So yeah, I would have burned all her clothes. I would have burned everything. There's a memory. I would have got drunk, and I'm glad that brother came to his job and punched Cunningham without getting arrested. That was a good doggone. I love that. And then the white mama fired his ass and got Robin Givens as a man. That was a good movie. I hate the fact that she committed suicide. I love the Family of Praise. Anyway, Let me be a director of a movie. That would have been good. I would extremely change everything. And Cunningham got his clothes. And then the white wife, she should have got his clothes and burnt the clothes like Angela Bassett did in Wait to Exhale and kicked his ass out the doggone house and went to and got a divorce and got everything and burnt everything up and let him be homeless since he put his friend to be homeless. That would have been a good movie. I should be director. Okay. Anyway, well, let's get to the situation about the white man in New York. Alright, up there. Now, these sisters, they better not be the one who was getting mad at Kyrie Irving having a non-black black woman party, but y'all was letting this white man's come get in your system to have all these mixed race kids. Well, of course, we're mixed race already since slavery, but y'all can see yourself black one drop rule that was used to hurt us in slavery and Jim Crow days. Since y'all kiss up to the white man's one drop rule, but you wasn't all that dog committed when you got this white man's sperm. The white man, the white Jewish man, the claim to be handsome and all this other stuff, and they called him gay, whatever, but he wasn't all that gay. He sleep with these women. These lesbians and straight women and bisexual women who was sleeping or getting sperm from this, because the man was sleeping with these women in order to make babies. He had a bunch of, and now they're trying to get child support. No, y'all, shut the fuck up. Your ass chose to get knotted up. You can't get no damn child support, and trust me, you ain't gonna win since there's a white man involved. So that's gonna be a failed case, cause your ass chose to spread your legs or put some cum in your cooch in order to promote these kids, cause you didn't want the kids looking like motherland Africa. You didn't want no Akon and the people yoga kids coming out, which they can happen too. Yes, it can. Okay. Same one that before this in Peru was dark skinned and kinky hair, and his father was a white Spaniard. Okay, but point is, it can happen, but you want most likely the kids to come looking less like that, and that's why you chose this white man and his sperm to be in your system to produce these kids. See, one thing about one of the sites, and I gave her respect, she's mixed with white besides black in her DNA as well. She's married to a white woman, you know, the gay marriage situation. Okay, and she said that she wanted a kid to be partially black and part white because that the couple was that. No. You choose, since, and I see some of these studs, they both have people who consider themselves black and look black to society, even though they have different shades and don't look like the people in Yoga and Akon situation, okay? So, they look black to society, and yet they have this child, and even the women, like the dudes who's the studs, don't look like typical lesbian women who are butches who just happen to look more masculine but still look like a woman. They like studs. They like a doggone dude. So they have this child, and imagine they trying to play daddy, and then the mother is playing the feminine playing the mother, and this is our child. Okay. Now, you can probably lie and say, well, you can't lie. We do have white in American DNA. Well, it can happen. I'm the daddy, I'm a man, and this is my DNA caused it to happen. But since the white man has connections with these children, you're going to look like a total liar. They gonna say, excuse me, that in the fuck ain't not happen. When we see their daddy every day, and he's in the news. Now y'all want to get child support because y'all chose to sleep with this man, knowing that he was gonna be in these kids' life just to know who they are. That's it. This man sold his own sperm, but you chose that. Don't complain about Kyrie Irving's party, non-black women party, when you chose this white Jewish man and he was the handsome to y'all and blue eyes and all them Euro features and stuff. You chose that. Don't get mad when you see us with a white woman, because you're doing the same doggone thing. We already been whitewashed in our DNA. When I look in the mirror, I don't see Akon. I see a caramel skin brother, because that Native American white DNA stopped that situation from happening. No offense to somebody's dark skin, let's be real, okay? You got someone like Shashir Shover who's mixed with Native American 9-10 white, but look dark chocolate and look pure black as crying about a brother don't want her. One thing I learned as a child, if a brother and sister don't want no company as friends, some are friends, and don't want nothing to do with me, I don't want their ass either. I learned to accept that rejection. Because if they did not want me in the beginning, and we try to hook up and be friends and sing Kumbaya, talking about all of us coming together, and because of the sake of political party shit, but yet when everything is fine, you want to disrespect me, mistreat me, and tell me 10 times worse than white racist person would do to me. I said, fuck it. I don't deal with that shit anymore. I'm going about my fucking business. I don't care about what this, and you can't. And when brothers get mad or sister gets mad because I don't act the stereotypical of them, and I choose not to go along with their stereotypical behavior and go along with their expectations, they get butthurt, but yet they already rejected me in the beginning. You get my point? So if I was a sister and a brother that want me, I would not want his ass either. That's just how. One thing, I had a friend of mine, a couple of friends of mine. One girl, one young lady, older young lady. We was talking AOL. She was she was high yellow, like me, green eyes. She loved Hispanic men, and she told me, and I didn't get upset because someone like me are the minority in the community. You know what I'm talking about, as in personality and everything. And she was a black identified woman, and me and her had beef about the one drop rule multiracial identity, but she loved Hispanic men. And she told me because the brothers call them niggas. She told me that how they live their lives, they don't respect women. Well, they don't respect us either, but let's be real with that. And as we learned that situation from, it goes both ways. Mutual respect. Let's not negate that. And she told me, she said they don't act, they're not working, they're not trying to work. She told me all that, and I had to not disagree with her. I had to agree with her because I saw that growing up. And every time I tried to get something better, it was these cooning ass. That's a cooning ass. And you see, I'm talking about Cajun, talking about cooning in the head. Minstrel show, Negro, slave, Negro mind brothers of different shades coming trying to stop me from trying to progress in myself, trying to get up top. They wanted me to stay at the bottom, being abused, mistreated, and said it's part of life. Their white folks doing the same thing. I know they were redneck, racist, Nazis as well, because they didn't want to see me come up above them as well. But you had those in the community doing it as well, which is why I'm in this private situation today. And that's why I don't have no love for them folks. Something happens to them, kudos that it happened. They didn't care about my situation. Why should I care about theirs? So that's why. And I couldn't disagree with her. We was good friends. And I had to agree, because who in the right mind would call themselves a nigga, knowing that word was used to hurt us, rape us, kill us, dehumanize us, and argue with that? It's like a slave on a plantation who's choosing to stay on the plantation and trying to get others to go along with them. Okay, that's why they go tell master. Okay, so you get my point. So I had to agree with her because of that moment I grew up around men that was independent, men that was taught to be men. And I mean men as being masculine. I'm talking about the responsibilities of being a man. Taking care of your bills. Taking care of your kids if you make one. Yes, you got those Latinos who don't do that. But those American lions, I'm talking about the ones who came from immigrant. I saw that. With brothers, they thought masculinity was about mentally strong and being hyper masculine. Not taking care of responsibilities. That's not true masculinity, brothers. Get together. So that's what I saw. And I saw, oh, well, these dudes, and it's funny, there were Latino men who were calling me gay, hoto, whatever, because I wasn't masculine like them. But you had those who were immigrant ones who got along, who looked past that. They saw me as another amigo, otro amigo, should I say. There was no problems. We got along. We saw each other as brothers compared to the ones who were born here and the brothers here. So what that tells you. Okay, so that's why. That's why I don't get mad about them coming here. We need to learn a lot from them and our African brothers. They can teach us a lot, because we've been taught to destroy ourselves since slavery. The culture that we live today is very destructive because of that. It's not that because we're black DNA that it's making us terrible. No, but we're taught that we have black DNA. We have to adjust to living terrible instead of just trying to stop being terrible or living in a terrible situation or going against it. That's the reason why. And no wonder I cross culture a lot. We're taught to accept dehumanization. You know what I'm saying? And to live in poor conditions and adjust to it. I never seen people who do not want to see someone be successful, but within my own community, and those who enable it outside, both in outside, which is white and Hispanic folks who do that, who don't want to see me make it, because they would not argue against it. They want to see me because they don't have to be on welfare. The welfare, you don't have to pay my bills if you didn't want to stay happy or be on public housing. I didn't want to be on public. That was the biggest nightmare will be on public housing and be on welfare. I want a house, townhouse, everything paid for under my name, not grandma's name and all that other shit. My name. And be independent. But no, that's a theology, because if I be independent, then I share the same wealth and share, and all that other stuff. They don't want to see that happen. They want to be successful. That's when the time person discourages you to be not to be successful. They're not your friend, y'all. And then don't let them try to use religion as an excuse for that. That will make a person who don't know better be an atheist or a devil worshiper. Trust me. God wants us to be successful. Yeah, there's suffering, but it does not mean that suffering to continue to suffer to go along. You're supposed to help that person who's oppressed. You're supposed to help that person get out of oppression. You're supposed to help that person who's sick and visit the prison, all other stuff. Not teach that person to stay at the bottom, not do shit about it. And that's what's been taught in Christianity. They would be, even though Catholicism does not teach that, we have people within the Catholic Church and also in Protestant churches who enabling people to live in poverty and talk about you don't get your milk and honey. That comes from white supremacy mixing Christianity back in slavery days. They used to tell the slaves, "Oh, you'll be free one day when you get out of this earth and get your milk and honey." And while they were living good, having their milk and honey on the earth, and they used to tell me, my grandfather used to tell me that he was arnistic. He used to tell me that all the time, and that's why. So I see all the stuff he said. He taught me very well in a way, not always, because he did some of the destruction in my life as well. But I have to take some of the good that he gave me. Okay, so that's why. So when I see these sisters here, get mad about a brother having a non-black woman party, but you to seduce yourself to a lower standard to have a white man sleep with you, not married, or get his sperm and make a child with him. What they say is about you. You can't get mad. Like Thompson Yo was saying on this video about that, and this is the reason why that I take issue about the dark skin situation. I'm not dark skinned. I wasn't called as a child. I'm trying to someone called me was the white racist people make fun of me because I didn't look like them. Okay, but when I was praised for not looking like somebody like Thomas York. Okay, and it was like to the 90s where everybody tried to be extremely Afrocentric and go beyond Afrocentric, should I say? That they started calling themselves dark because they didn't have pale skin. It's stupid. But I remember when O.J. Simpson was caught, was arrested, and his mugshot and his camera, like me, was mixed with black, white, and Native American DNA too. He's mixed himself just because he's himself black. When he was accused of killing Nicole, what they did in Time Magazine, darken his picture to make him look more dangerous. That's what they say. Even though that dark skin don't make yourself dangerous, and you got white people doing the same thing, and white men in this country historically did a lot of dangerous things. No offense to white people, I got your DNA, but it's true. Okay, raping, killing, and cause genocide, whatever. They make sure to darken his picture because they know that he was not a pure black man. So when I hear people say today, "Oh, you're dark," they try to make, "Oh, we like dark." Yeah. That's a lie. It's a trick behind that message. What you want to find a brother who don't look pale today. That's the new thing now. So you can dehumanize him. And if I was much darker than I was, now it'd been 10 times worse. Why you thinking this corporal punishment in the community, the darkest child get the worst whoopings? The police even say that. White people say that when they see a brother who is extremely dark, who is dark skinned, okay, dark chocolate, like Wesley Snipes, that's the one they mostly fear of. Why you think Jerry Meeks, who's very light skinned with green eyes, blue eyes, and who's part white, got out of prison faster than someone who looked like Che Calhoun, who was accused, the first person who was accused of killing Jose Flores, who was dark chocolate. America is a racist country, and we all are victims of it and been brainwashed into it. That's why. So when y'all get mad about brothers having a non-black home party, but y'all sisters get this white man DNA and putting it in their shit, it's just to add more cream to the coffee because they already got cream in their coffee from having the slavery days, but putting more cream in their cooch and all, so they are sleeping with this man because they don't want a brother's child, another brother's child, because they afraid it might come out not looking too close to white and having Becky with good hair situation. That's the reason why. You can't get mad about Lil Kim bleaching their skin and all the other stuff when you're doing the fucking same thing in different version of it. You can't get mad if Michael Jackson did bleach his skin. You can't get mad. You're practicing white supremacy too. And it's not, you don't have to mix to do it. There's nothing wrong with mixing, you know, but those who choose to do mixing for race situation, yeah, okay. But how you treat your brother and sister. When you think that it's okay to get beaten, mistreated, and dehumanized to our teacher from right from wrong, but the white child get treated way with respect, and you don't argue against that, oh Lord. That's why I say people, half of the community is fucked up. Half of the African race community fucked up, and these are my most the worst enemies. And that's why I agree with the song "Kill the Coon" by Willie D, because not only are there white supremacists who using power to do this situation, we got folks within our community who's infiltrating the situation already, whether it be dark skin, light skin, hair, straight King Kirk, or whatever. They already programmed to do it from birth in this country. That's why. That's all I have to say.